5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Siempre Quincy Cruz dominando constantemente, ¿no? O sea, no había manera, así que esperemos que al menos esta serie sea un poquito más entretenida, dinámica como mínimo, pero no se olviden que también terminará esta partida, que es la última que tenemos el día de hoy por la División 1. Tenemos una más, pero por la División 2, y esperemos pues que la región cada vez vaya agarrando un poquito más de forma, ¿no? Aunque las cosas van a cambiar mucho para la siguiente temporada de las ligas, que será después del TI, y para los que no se lo saben, sí, esta es la última liga de las últimas ligas en general de esta temporada 2021 del circuito profesional de Dota 2. La siguiente Major es la última. Después tenemos The International. Entonces, más o menos para que se hagan una idea de más o menos los tiempos, en agosto se estará jugando The International. Pero bueno, mis amigos, arrancamos con la primera partida de la segunda serie del día de hoy. Ya estamos en la fase de Pixie Más. Mientras tanto, ustedes en casa, no se olviden, amigos, compartan, reaccionen, comenten, inviten a que más gente se nos una para vivir la fiesta del Dota en este lindo día domingo. Mientras, Evil Geniuses saca Nix, saca Lion, removemos al Beastmaster, que ha vuelto a ser nerfeado, ya no te ofrece nada de daño extra el buff con el shard en las hachas, y también removemos a la Brood Mother, que dicho sea de paso es una que estoy viendo muy baneado, pero no he visto casi nada de picarlo.
No, la verdad es que en segunda temporada no han piqueado ni una sola Brood. O sea, incluso tenemos Brood players, pero no había ni una sola Brood. Creo que esta Brood es como una especie de ban de cautela, porque no es como que lo vayan a sacar en primera fase, pero es como así evito banearlo en segunda o en tercera fase de bans, como para, no sé, quizás buscar bans más importantes que puedan como que ir de acuerdo a su draft, ¿no? Entonces, la Brood es casi lo mismo que cuando baneaban, no sé, Lycan. Antes hubo una temporada en la que todo el mundo baneaba a Lycan. Por mucho de que podías controlar al héroe, lo baneaban porque no querías que ser chiseado, ¿no? Entonces creo que
lineup in mind, because I feel like picking Tango into Puck is just awful, just absolutely horrendously awful.
Yeah,
probably will be a position 4, but still virtually unplayable if you, especially against somebody like Abed.
Well, to be fair, with the Pango shard, maybe that's the line of reasoning, that if they throw this on a core Pango, he gets the shard at 20 minutes, and then you're only feeding to Coil for about 16 minutes instead of 20 minutes in the game.
Wow, that's very nice.
Yeah, very convincing stuff.
Very good.
All right, what's our best option to pair with the Pango in the early part of the draft on this one? You only know you're going against the Puck, likely the Abed Puck. Let's prepare, and they get the next best CC option.
Rasta mid, here we go.
Oh boy.
Here we go, gentlemen. This is what they need.
Ryoya, get ready.
I've never seen him touch this hero in his life. He does not bother with playing support heroes.
I mean, if he had say, and you know you're going against the Puck, like, what are your best options? I mean, is DK not the good option anymore? Is he something that they could pull out? Or is it just try to match even with the spirit grab of the likes? Sure,
isn't Ember okay against Puck in lane?
I think it's better
It's a way to prevent
because the shield got buffed, and I think it's hard for Puck to break the shield. You have to max the Q and the W. But I think, well, also I think Ember can break the coil easier now because he's got a lot more damage reduction on his shield. So he can break, in Puck coil damage got nerfed, so you can break coil and still keep the shield pretty consistently. So yeah, it's definitely better than it was before.
Well, because he's out there and available, Warlock's going to get snagged up from EG, and something that Fly is going to play. I mean, you can't blame Sad Boys. They had to pick the likes of Shaman. They needed more control. They couldn't just take the Warlock for themselves. So EG just kind of have that drafting advantage, knowing that Sad Boys are going to be forced to ban out something like the Broodmother. Beastmaster, I mean, I hope they don't go back and totally regret, handing that ban away. But maybe they
didn't know that a patch came out. That is actually possible.
I would hope
they do have the Shadow Shaman instant hex since the line was already banned for the Puck, so that is something. The fact that Centaur wasn't picked or banned as of yet is kind of crazy, considering the priority that's hero.
10 seconds remaining.
Basically been a first pick for most teams, it feels like. But they have some plan with the Pango, so I'm interested to see what it is.
I mean, we could see that come out for Ice, I imagine, the Centaur.
Yeah, definitely not bad for them. With this Warlock puck, man, like it's such a pain in the ass dealing with this because you can't fight. Like basically, no matter what hero you get, you need to play to not take team fights until you have BKB. That's legitimately it. So like split pushing heroes are decent. Actually, Rasta's quite good, I would say, because you can threaten towers elsewhere. You just ignore wherever the Warlock is and threaten towers. He can also fight without any big cooldowns. Like Serpent Wards aren't that big of a deal for Rasta. Ban the Lycan.
Bans. Why they ban the Lycan?
Wow.
What the hell is going on in these
That's
scrims
interesting.
that we do not know?
Sad Boys wants to pick something super beefy. They banned the Timber and Necro.
True.
So that's also
Sven
kinda
or something
interesting.
maybe.
I'm surprised they didn't take the Timber
5
themselves
seconds
instead
remaining.
of the Pango. I mean, they definitely see something in this Pango. It could be a comfort thing, but
You know,
yeah.
I actually like the idea of a Sven just because think about this. Think about like I think you need to pick a triangle farming hero because while this like Warlock puck stuff is impossible to fight into, how do if they're running up high ground into your triangle into some ancient stacks, that's still not an easy fight to take even if you have Warlock puck, especially with the Pango who's rolling around like all of the cliffs that there are there. So, and then with these bans, I'm kind of feeling like it's got to be some Sven or some Sven-esque hero that's gonna like hard farm the like ancient stacks, and they're just gonna protect the triangles. That is one way of dealing with this like overwhelming team fight. It's like, sure, take our towers, you idiots. Like we have this triangle to hold. We're gonna take ancient stacks, and our Sven's gonna 1v5 you. That's from their perspective, by the way. I wasn't calling them idiots. I would never.
All right, but we've talked about this
5
advantage that EG
seconds
has.
remaining.
They never have flexed this puck in any way for the most part. They pick an Abed hero first too. That's a core hero, which typically that's giving away part of your hand, right? But the fact that he's won every lane basically when he plays this hero, that gives them an extreme advantage in the drafting stage because now you don't know who the position 4 is going to be, right? And then Sad Boys comes out, and this is almost certainly their 5 and their 4 because Pango is 3 is just pretty pathetic, I think. One of the worst laners in the game.
I do agree with
You
that.
disagree,
But
you said?
I think they're going to put it as a 3, even though I would agree with you that it's one of the worst laners in the game and not good,
Okay.
not good in this game. But I think they're going to because it's Monster. He spams the crap out of this hero.
That's
Mostly.
true. I feel like he can't have the same impact as versus like an Axe that he's been playing in previous games, but I don't know. Especially against the Puck. Puck and Warlock. The Warlock, even though it's only like a second stun during your roll, it's still really annoying. The Pango disrupts like a lot of your combo potential.
It is. It's enough to get away from the roll. If somebody's chasing and you ult, you
10
rock,
seconds
and then
remaining.
that guy gets away from the Pango. Play enough.
5 seconds.
Intriguing
remaining.
bans coming out from Sad Boys after banning the Necrophos. They get rid of the Venomancer as well. So maybe fearing a bit of that sticky kiting capability.
Man, this really is making me think of a Sven, just because like this Necro hero, the Timbersaw, these are like melee strength owners, and then the kiting that comes from Veno. It's one of the best heroes in lane against the Sven. Maybe I'm just like putting too many eggs in the Sven basket, but I can't think of another pick that's strong that all of these
10
bans
seconds
will actually
remaining.
block.
Huskar.
Other than Veno,
5
that's
seconds
it. Actually,
remaining.
those are actually Huskar bans. Like it's impossible to play a Huskar against this new Necro because you don't have the magic resistance you used to. So you Armlet toggle just instantly kills you.
They may just end up getting a jug or something like that. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that would make no sense. But no, I agree.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's got to be a strength position 1 based on these bans, or else they don't make no sense.
It definitely says, please don't kite the shit.
what
out of my
about
core.
wait? What about Chaos Knight?
Oh boy. Oh, Chaos Knight. Yeah, we've only seen him banned. Haven't really seen him picked, and it's been a intriguing role identifier at that. Looks like we're going to be in store for the fabled Crit Earth Spirit, one of the best, if not the best, in the game right now.
10 seconds remaining.
So Jarex is
I mean,
coming out of
I
retirement,
can
so-
confirm that it's not going to be a
5
Razor or a
seconds
Gyro. So that's already better for Sad Boys that they don't pick one of those two for fear. They've also
Luna.
tried Luna, which hasn't worked out, but I think Luna is
Wraith
generally a
King
good
is
hero.
one who fears being kited and slowed down, I guess. If that's something they
Yeah.
want to go for. But I don't know. Wraith King against Earth Spirit and Puck seems like still pretty dodgy.
feel like those bans are so
10
specific for
seconds
like a
remaining.
Wraith King. Though. You know, if I'm a Wraith King, I don't know how much I care about
5
this
seconds
Necrophos
remaining.
hero. You know, I feel like you could probably kill him with like a Witch Doctor. And I guess Sven and CK are somewhat the same. But yeah, still not revealing. Maybe that means they have multiple options for this. Maybe they're like contemplating between a Sven and a CK type hero. And they're like, we could pick either.
I just don't know Fear to play a lot of CK, right? Sven for sure. Sven for sure. I'm not saying Fear couldn't do it. I mean, when you've played the game that long, I'm sure you've had your hand at every hero in the game. So I'm not sure he's
I just
I know
know
this is
if-
crazy. I know this is crazy,
Rostamid?
gentlemen.
Evil
Oscar?
geniuses turn
Not
to
as crazy as
battle.
that. What do you think of... Oh, okay, never mind. I was going to say, what do you think of position 1 Tidehunter? But Viper shits on that.
The thing is, I saw those bans, and in my mind, I'm like, if you really were fearful of the kiting kind of force that a Venom
10
and maybe Necro
seconds
brings,
remaining.
you would also ban Viper, though. And maybe
Yeah.
EG are seeing those bans and being
5
like, you know, we'll
seconds
just get the
remaining.
best option out there. Now, whatever the hell you were thinking about, we should have the answer for
Dire
it.
team
I'm
back.
wagering it's an Ice Viper, you know, offlane Viper, which is, you know, whatever. Ice is normally a flashy kind of player. Viper is not,
We didn't,
but
didn't talk
we'll
about
see what he does.
position 1 Tiny as well, technically. That's
Oh yeah,
available as one of the
yeah,
strength
that's
carries.
true.
It's true.
I totally
10
forgot about that. The only
seconds
problem
remaining.
is he would get pretty mega kited in this game by
5
the Viper
seconds
and
remaining.
Warlock and everything basically. Whereas something
Imagine
like a
if the
CK,
Beastmaster ban was Viper. Imagine that.
yeah, maybe they do. I mean, I imagine they didn't go into this draft thinking like, oh, we're gonna pick like X hero as this like crazy last pick hero. Maybe they did, but it's hard against like Abed. I feel like you're just so baited watching what he did at the major with this beast hero to just get it out. Even with the nerfs, like don't risk it. I can understand that. Huh.
Oh,
All the
Weaver
dudes,
ban,
so many
interesting.
carries are banned. I'm super interested to see this last pick. I'm wondering, I mean, there's somewhere they're going with this. I'd be very disappointed if they just, once again, pick like a Juggernaut.
Yeah, I was gonna just fall back on the Jug because
10
you're like,
seconds
well, I don't
remaining.
want to deal with all that crap, so I'll get Jug to spin away my problems and just
5
do the normal
seconds
carry
remaining.
thing.
And then just lose slower instead of
Yeah.
fast. Yeah, it's,
Evil
I mean, with Jug, they'll have
geniuses
some push
turn to
potential
hate.
between him and Ross. I
Oh,
suppose,
they
but,
banned it. So
yeah.
there's
Have
really
you-
no cores left now.
have you guys seen this CK Ag Shard? It's actually nuts. You stun from like across the map
Unfortunately.
support and they just die. They just die to you. If you have an armlet like a Lion or Earth Spirit or Warlock or
10
whoever will literally
seconds
die from full
remaining.
HP to the Phantasm illusion. It's very
Right.
not
We're
fun.
getting
seconds
Luna
remaining.
Gyro, aren't we?
Why would they?
Please, no.
Why would they ban these heroes if they're gonna pick Luna Gyro? God, no
I
way.
don't know.
Who's drafting for them? I would mauled.
Dire
What's
team
RTZ playing? They could pick Sven themselves.
Oh, the
okay, Faceless
Void.
Void.
Okay, I mean, you got some outside dumping, you know, with the Viper there, and I'm sure Puck, everybody can kind of contribute to the bubble a little bit. You know,
They have good
Cores
disabled to
with-
kill a void actually.
it's a little single target. If you
10
really try to
seconds
take someone
remaining.
down and burst them, I don't know. I'm sure it'll get the
5
job done,
seconds remaining.
but I would be fearful if things got it out of their hands. Sad boys.
If this
we're popping.
isn't a strength hero, I don't even know anymore. Honestly, it makes no sense. These bans just are wasted in the end.
Oh,
it is
Now
Wraith King.
select your hero.
Well,
I mean-
okay. I can understand that.
It's good against
the,
Chrono.
It's good against the Wombo. It is good against the Wombo combo because you
But-
literally have 2 lives.
Well, you're still against a Viper. That's not going to be easy. The draft is done now. We got to get quick thoughts in. I'll go to Jenkins this time.
We'll go EG. I actually think their draft is better.
Wow,
They,
so brave.
yeah. Good,
Brave.
good Wombo.
Sun-
Is no longer an HPB high ping bastard. He's now a low ping bastard. So
That's
congratulations to him.
That's what that is.
Why?
Okay.
Why
That
is
was
the
a thing
B
back in the 56K days, guys. I'm
Why
old
is the
school.
B there?
56K.
Enjoy.
Let's
Enjoy
get
that
to a
little
break.
Trivia.
When we come back, we've got Trent, we've got PPD, and then, of
10
course,
seconds
Pop-Tart
remaining.
on the Obs. We'll see you then.
Yep.
and welcome to Sad Boys versus EG. Sad Boys here to watch with you. Wow, Peter, oh my god, that is one fresh-looking camera over there. You're putting me to shame.
Yeah.
Damn.
EGX Sad Boy here.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, had to make sure you were looking good for this one, huh?
Big match. You know, Sad Boy's looking horrible this DPC. You know, not too big of a surprise, you know, considering they kicked me. But yeah, they're in desperate need of a win here. But EG looks unstoppable. I think they look great at the major, and they've looked incredibly dominant this DPC. I know last season there was a bit of a struggle between them, Quincy Crew, and Team Undying. Not really expecting the same this time around. I think it's going to be a fight for second.
Yeah, it seems like they've grown to more than the sum of their parts at this point, whereas before they could maybe have to rely a little bit on the individual skill, but after the major and everything, they look pretty damn clutch as a unit. So tougher times for the opponents in the NA upper division this time.
Yeah, definitely. But I do like the Sad Boys draft. I think Wraith King was a great final pick. There's not a lot of heroes that can deal with Puck's Dream Coil at the moment, and he's playing against that, and he's also playing against Chronosphere, and Warlock Rock. So there's a lot of big, you know, cooldowns for Radiant, which Wraith King
that wound up being really
against.
good. It's like his classic matchup that he likes. So to have maybe there's a few too many ultis in a sense, so like you'll still have some left over, but. Yeah, the first roll in there from Crit. Maybe hoping to get towards that rune, but not having it. And a rare feed at the start here from Crit. Even had that ward there to help things out, so you know, guess they didn't see the rotations.
Is this a tri lane from Dire? I've never Shadow Shaman, not traditionally a great tri laner, but
yeah, maybe just looking for a first kill. They're even like planting these wards. Oh, instant grab from Crit. All right, redemption. Well, they didn't notice in time. Good job on the double kill there, but yeah.
The most devastating thing about those D wards is the experience that they give, right? Especially if it's like solo XP. It's like all of a sudden you're just level 2 like halfway through the second wave.
Yeah, that's a huge focus now. Oh, nice. Nice save with the stun. What? That bounce? My God, it got the distance there. That was ridiculous.
Nice one. But with the Nether Toxin here, this is more of your... it's actually doing a ton of damage to Fear. So I was thinking like usually you go for the Q or the...
Yeah.
Sometimes you can go corrosive at one just for the harass if they click you.
Another roll in from Crit. He's a little spell happy in the early game here. Still not quite level 2 though. So they can't commit for anything much larger at the moment. Ice is going to grab the wave and pull to the side there. We saw earlier, of course, Crit, one of the most experienced Earth Spirit players around. Thank you, Knoxville, who's joined us on the stats. And
there's a couple
looking to show it.
There's a couple players you don't really want to give this hero to. The thing is, like, the hero is usually not that great, like, overall. Like, I mean, he's a great hero, but it's really one of those heroes that needs to be in the right set of hands. Take a look at bottom. It's looking...
Oh, another lane?
Yeah, that's a full call. I like it. It's the first big Pangolier we saw from Monster, and he's looking... Oh, no bash from RT. He looks dead.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, I jumped in, but this was after the pucks, right? It was puck picks and then Pango, correct?
It was a 2-3 Pango, but the panel didn't mention it. The Pango shard lets you roll out of the coil.
True.
Which,
okay.
I mean, there are not very many heroes that can deal with that coil.
And again, also without your shard, it's, you know, kind of an issue as well.
Well, then you're just like every other hero who's awful against puck.
True, fair enough.
At least he's got an answer at some point. I mean, he could get the Wind Waker or something.
Yes, yeah.
But that's, you know, I've yet to see. I haven't seen that item in months. I don't know.
Yeah, since it dropped, really, it got like picked up a little bit at the very beginning and then kind of ignored. Oh, mid lane as well. We haven't really checked in there, but a bit of a farm fest. Ember versus Puck.
Yeah,
a matchup that goes back and forth quite a bit these days.
Yeah, this one really does depend on the rune control, which we'll see, you know, right around 6 minutes, right? Who's going to get that first rune? Be a big thing. Overall, I think Puck has a bit of an advantage in this matchup, but Ember does get to farm, and the slight spam is a bit annoying for Puck because he's a pretty low armor hero.
Nice, as we're checking that out, of course. The kill up top onto Moo. Ice has a Maledict on it, but he'll be just fine. The skeletons won't be enough damage added on top there.
Oh, maybe they are.
All right.
These things actually
rolling
hit really hard, and
They're tunneling him. Oh, 9 HP, he's dead.
Insane, dude. I've seen so many people die to these skeletons. Like, they're so fast, they attack incredibly quickly, and they do 34 damage a hit. I mean, before armor, of course, but
Yeah,
it is a ton of damage. And
like a level 4 treant.
they were like locked on the target. Spirit Breaker charge.
That aspect's pretty nice. They just like completely ignored crit no matter what he tried there.
It's a really nice trade for them, and they've actually got a big level advantage up here. Wraith King is almost 4.5, and Viper's 3.5 right now.
And you won't have any help right now because Crit's coming into the mid lane for the runes, but so Z-Freak. Abed has to be careful. Oh, no, he canceled. It wouldn't matter. He would have canceled anyway from the roll from Crit. Gets the zap there, but with another orb coming up in a moment, they should have Z-Freak here. Abed doesn't go for the stair play though, so he's going for the long range orb, and that means they're not going to get the kill. Yeah,
I thought Z-Freak was about to choke it there and get hit with that thing.
Yeah, it's like when you see the arrow coming, it's somehow more dangerous sometimes.
It happens, man. Sometimes you're just a magnet.
Abed tries to slight, tries to phase shift the slight, but not successful as Rueg gets a couple range creeps under the tower. Feeling a bit better here as Z-Freak makes his way back down the bottom lane as Arteezy's just been chilling. That monster, still not much better. Easy Void lane.
Void is such a beastly hero, especially when he gets free farm like this. He's going to be a problem.
They have some nice tools in terms of like chain stunning, so Arteezy can't go too crazy, but it's also not a game where you're dependent on the Faceless Void's initiation at all.
There's also a lot. Oh, action top.
Yeah, he's just done. Question is, can he trigger the damage once more with the Scallies? And
I think so.
Maldex ensures it.
This is where Wraith King, like level 5, gets 3 points of aura, like the sustain that he has, and like his total, he's got 1,000 HP with, you know, a gauntlets, right, and some branches. This is where he can get like really dominant in lane, and the mana cost on his Wraithfire Blast is just so low that it's just always up.
Just spamming that thing. It's so good with a kill support in this case.
Yeah, and he's like a... What did I say?
Oh,
he's like
damn. What a rotation. Dead Ice comes in for the bottle fill and the attempted kill with the coil. He's still holding the bottle of Abed, actually.
He's dead. Abed's maybe dead?
Yeah, unless he has some crazy... Oh, he does the drop with the Fairy Fire?
There's not a lot of Maldic damage, and he can phase shift, so he's good. But Ice is having a horrible game. But so is Monster, so a little bit even. But I think the Pangolier comes back more because he's got the team fight. Whereas Viper is like, you know, what is he going to do with no lane?
Yeah, now Roya might get a little bonus here. Z-Freak's on the chase down. They already used the shackles, though, and they couldn't quite catch in time. The heal dissuades them away, but yeah. Oh, well, crit up top. Now the recovery, perhaps, of the lane. Wolfear needs to skill the ulti. If it goes on the tower, then it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, there's always that.
Starting their rotations. I mean, EG are definitely suspecting the rotations are coming, so they already start to run away, and they won't get punished for this.
This is something that I think that Sad Boys are messing up on. It's like they're starting to play in this lane
Dire's middle
bottom,
tower is under attack.
but the thing is, Pangolier lost his lane, so he's already having like a rough time. So I feel like he can't be saved. However, it's like this top lane, that's where EG can't be saved, and they could just continue killing this Viper over and over and over with their Wraith King. But instead, he gets left on an island and he takes the first death, and now he's got to be scared of maybe the puck coil.
And here it is. Of course, they know that this isn't going to happen. They don't get the snap in time. Still a lot of damage. Again, no ulti here. So down he goes. Actually snaps right at the end. Now the damage into Moo too. Likely to fall. Some vengeance onto Crit, but it's a 2-for-1. And yeah, Sad Boys get punished for choosing to try and help their weak lane rather than try and play with their strong hero and propel Fear a bit further in this game.
Yeah, what they actually did was try to gank the Warlock, if you remember, and they did not succeed. So their Warlock, you know, maybe killing the Warlock chase got their Wraith King killed. So he's gonna port back up here. Lane isn't over.
And Z-Freaks, oh, they're bringing everybody up here. They want the kill again. Okay.
Oh, and Void's coming too. So Arteezy's got his bottom lane pushed out. You see, it's like all the way up the tower.
They have no idea this is happening, but Fear, he does start backing away. There's the slow. It's a long journey to chase after Fear, but they do not seem worried about rotation. So Fear, not going to need the chrono at all. Gone.
Where the boys at?
50 seconds. That was a great game for Fear.
Yeah, his game's over. Sadly.
Sad Boys.
When you pour it up there and you die again. Oh man.
Radiant's bottom
Monster
tower
just
is
quiet
under
on the
attack.
comms right now as he
Dire's top
farms
tower
up some
is under
waves, just
attack.
hoping to not get called anywhere. Trying to
Yes.
catch up his own game.
Does finally now have level
Dire's
6.
top tower
So he can get some mana, join the next team fight.
Oh, I just stole 2 creeps from Roya. That was so
Radiant's
depressing.
bottom tower
Both
is
of the
under
big creeps.
attack.
Yeah, we'll keep pushing the tower, as you said.
So hard to punish these early pucks, and then they get this Witchblade, which is just like a broken item for intelligence mids.
Yep. Especially when you can
stats and-
attack in an AoE eventually.
Yeah, and the slow, right? The slow is what really makes the item. It's just another like catch tool for Puck. So he does, maybe he doesn't have to use coil for every kill.
True strike, because why not too on those hits?
Why not?
Also nice.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Well, they look to see if
Radiant's
Ice Ice is
bottom
still
tower
there.
is under
He is,
attack.
in fact, still looking nearby. But he's in between the tier 1 and the tier 2. He wants to be there for EG when they come for the rotation. The coil is there. They're smoked up. They have a long range initiation from Crit. All they're really missing is the magnetize. And Fear doesn't have ulti for another 20 seconds. Can they beat the timer? Oh, Abed's in. Gets hexed up instantly by Z-Freak. Into the shackles as well. Monster can't find anything to bounce off of though. Has to go back for Ice Ice Ice. Can't get the finish down to Abed.
Underwhelming
They got
Pango
one
roll
kill.
there. He
Yeah.
clipped the Viper twice there. That was about it.
And Roya with an arcane rune, not even able to really turn this into anything beneficial for Sad Boys, other than just trying to clear a stack of neutrals that are here.
Fear's got the Midas queued up. He's gonna need a little comeback farm. I like it. Get himself back in the game. Gonna need some heavy lifting from Roy 747 to get them back in the game here.
I'd gladly hit something.
And Arteezy has migrated to the top and looking to just chill up here. Has some good ward coverage, so farming up for the team. Has the javelin already. Actually, a lot of bonus damage. Javelin's kind of crazy.
It's a nice farming tool. It's one of the, it's a very popular farming item for carries, right? Maelstrom.
Yeah.
Good wave clear, good build up components. Who doesn't like more damage?
Abed catapult full HP as they move in. They have the coverage from the golem here as well for 5, but there are a lot of heroes grouped up here from Sad Boys. 4 of the 5 as Fear continues to farm.
He's just trying to draw some attention. Dire maybe overreacting a bit to this catapult. But oh man, Fear's getting targeted again.
Yeah, and they're trying the same on Arteezy, but he has that OBS. Scares the rotation in here, so there's no way he should be dying.
Void is just such a hard gank, right? Like max time walk, 6-second CD, resets his HP. Really, really good hero right now.
Yeah, they're baiting too, so they know they're here. Arteezy's now like, yes, I know your Shadow Shaman's nearby. Gotta pretend like I don't know all this from the ward up ahead. Don't get quite the angle they were looking for a fight.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
GG still farming, almost Witchblade completed for Puck. That's a nice early timing for him. But I think EG is just kind of setting up to play the farm game here. Their Void's already a bit ahead of the Wraith King, so they can kind of just say, hey, get your farming item earlier, hit your timings earlier than Wraith King, and then we'll make it happen, maybe with Puck Blink or something.
Oh, close to something there mid. A little half jump on the ice, just a slight Ebola, smoke towards Crit. Oh, Haste Rune. That could turn things off. Of course he gets it with the Puck, but now the golem's coming out. The Fatal Bomb's onto, I think, 3 or 4 of them right there. Monster Leads gets the ulti off, now trying to chase down Crit. See if they can find something for the team. Bobbin still hates it. Of course he goes in for the boundary rune. Why not? Gets the coil onto 3 as well. Flies Golem just in the middle, cracking some skulls here. Smacks down the Channeling Witch Doctor. 3 heroes gone as Arteezy comes in. Doesn't even want to use the chrono. He already has the time dilation, so delaying the potential jump from Monster means they're going to get to keep the big ulti for themselves, and Fear unable to get involved in this one for the squad.
Yeah, he's Wraith King is a very slow hero. He's got these skeletons that can help his team push towers and stuff, but he himself really wants to wait for usually like 1 or 2 items. And big items too, right? Like oftentimes he gets Radiance. This game he's trying to do Midas into Armlet, so I think maybe he's feeling he needs to like get involved, right?
Yeah.
For these tier 2 tower defenses or something.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Things aren't going their way, but
Has
they're not too far down.
No, it's definitely not a massive disaster or anything here. Yeah, it's a 3k lead, but perhaps you can find a punish when some of these ultis are down. Coil
Radiant's
still, even with the nerfs, obviously a rather quick one, but the Golem, that's the timing you're looking for, which is what's kind of nice about saving the chrono there, is now they still have that as a threat. So do start jumping onto TV.
nice
Yeah, he
chrono.
just drops it. Has that ward vision again, still helping out, but gets disarmed. Good save from Monster. Abed. Well, Tease actually does jump in, but doesn't have the coil for another 5 seconds, so not able to kick anything off here for the team, and now they're truly out of the cooldowns.
Yep, just for a little bit, but do they have the damage to really make anything happen? You know, like we mentioned, Wraith King really isn't at his timing, so it'd be more so like a 4v4, because I doubt Void would show up unless it looks really juicy.
And you look at these two offlaners that had relatively rough times, Monster and Ice Ice Ice. Ice 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 went right for the boots of travel afterwards.
I break the smoke over here.
Yeah, they've had a very good sense of, oh, the silence. Okay, make sure he's not gonna get caught out there. Very good. Seafreak is still smoked up, and they have that ward, but he's not going to go anywhere too crazy. He drops a sentry to make sure he's not going to get scheduled on the way out of here. Ace's own smoke fades. So he's just going to lurk around.
It's the Puck build that's where it's like, even if you have counters to Puck, this is why this hero is so strong. You just go Treads plus Witchblade, and you know, if the Rasta hexes you or shackles you, you still got like a decent amount of HP to survive, and then you'll have an Earth Spirit to cancel shackles, or a Warlock Rock, or a Void Chrono, or whatever, and you're just, nobody can get near you, because if you get coiled, you know, the rest of your team better be with you, or it's gonna die.
This is like they camped the high ground for a long time, and they just guarantee with the ulti new on the mid lane at the same time they're gonna jump the coil onto Roya. So trade for a trade. You okay with that? Spells used again.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nothing really tilting the favor back towards Sad Boys.
Yeah, Ice is just playing like, you know, his lane didn't necessarily go his way, so I think he's just kind of in like, I'm gonna deal with the way that nobody else wants to deal with.
This is so depressing to see him just get like kicked in with the time dilation as a Pango, because you're clearing these waves under tower with your escape spell. So you get caught, and there's really nothing you can do. And now Crit, he wants the and one here from the foul line, but Moon's gonna try and lurk his way back to the place. Leave me alone. I'm just a 5.
Oh, he missed
come high,
it.
grab the heal. It actually succeeds. He's living.
Bit of a misplay there by Abed, but that happens.
Even to Abed.
Yeah, I mean, that was going on about how he was the best Puck in the world, right?
Abed, I believe, now, after that, so. And Z-Freak's right back to his little home here, hoping for another pickoff, maybe.
Roshan we go.
Ah, yes, the classic. 15-5 in Arteezy's last 20 Void games.
Is under attack.
Picking some quality Void matches, perhaps, not the early Voids. Like a little bit later in the draft, and you think like, oh yeah, this is a quality teamfight game.
This hero is, he comes in and out of metas, but right now I think he's certainly in, and he just gives your team such great team fight, and he himself is so difficult to kill. I also think that his Ag Shard is very good.
Yes.
And I think that's a really important component of your carry this patch, is that can you make the Ag Shard useful, because when you do get that second Roche, you get so much from it.
Right. That's supposed to be the time where you basically win the game, it feels like, or at least you take such an advantage that the enemy has to either make like crazy good plays, or you gotta really screw up.
Yeah, you either go high ground or you get up like 40k gold.
Yeah.
Take your pick.
Well, for now, it's gold. It's going EG's way, but it's not accelerating at any crazy rate. I'll say Sad Boys has done a fairly good job, considering how this game has felt, to keep it this even. And Fear now, you know, Midas, Armlet, he's heading towards the Halberd too to help out.
Yeah. That's why you need to be really careful about when you do Roshan. And sometimes, like, even if Roshan is free, there may have been like a better play for you on the map, because when they went to go Roche, they basically gave like the mid and the bottom lane and all of those jungle creeps to Sad Boys for free, so they could spread their heroes out and really just maximize. Where, you know, before EG went to Roche, Sad Boys were scared of dying everywhere on the map.
Now look at this though, teasing a high ground. I mean, they want to bring them back because Z-Freak's also pressuring their bottom, and they don't want some like lame snake damage on their tier 3 at this point.
I want to see Wraith King, but I don't think Fear is going to go back.
And they will send back Arteezy though, just right in the face of the creep. So Z-Freak's back. Is this a smoke move? Are we going out here?
No way.
I mean, he TP'd bottom with the Aegis would be my only reasoning.
Oh, you mean EG could smoke?
No, Sad Boys. Because, like Arteezy TP'd to the bottom tier 3 in vision. Like, the whole time he was TPing, he was on to creep. So, like, theoretically, if you're Sad Boys, there might be a chance to try and catch some of the EG heroes without their Aegis. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't like it. You're not into that play.
No, I just think they just need to chill for the Aegis, and they're still waiting for, I don't know, items, I guess. Ember Spirit BKB.
Items are good.
There's just not really like a lot of great items. They do have Blink Dagger on Pangolier now, so that's something. Aether Lens on Shadow Shaman. They're getting stronger.
There is the smoke indeed from EG now. Dissipating, they don't find anything on their own hunt. Just get back over into Sad Boys territory and try and take up some of the farming space that they're after as well.
Yep, now that they've got the Aegis, they can flip the map, take over the mid and the bottom lane, and clean up the rest of these towers. If you're doing the right thing, going in and pushing the top lane, the best thing that they can do is kind of pressure this top lane, force EG to come back, but I bet EG is probably going to try and force Fear to come back by hitting high ground on bottom once again.
Yeah, and this is a great play from Roy in the mid lane, pulling that creep wave way off to the side. As long as he doesn't get punished for it, and Abed, he's in here teasing a bit. Doesn't want to drop the coil. He's not convinced he'll get the kill.
Yeah,
but
not enough backup.
Yeah, just keep that tier 2 alive in the mid if he can. And meanwhile, Z-Freak is snaking the ancients here. Gonna get some of the neutrals for his team. One way to go about it.
Yeah, that's good. Needs some farm. He's gonna get the 20-minute neutrals too if he wants.
I like how he is the trusty shovel in his quick buy.
Well, it better not be AFK in the stash.
I'm gonna tell you that much. He was really hoping for it.
Oh, it is. So nobody's shoveling.
Well, that's why he's so upset, maybe. Maybe it was a reminder to himself, so he doesn't forget to dig when he goes home.
Oh wait, no, is that EG's? I don't know.
No, you're right. I think it is the Dire. They have one just chilling in their base.
Embarrassing.
In fact, both teams do.
Lazy supports, man.
Dire's middle tower.
Can't even bring it in every once in a while.
You gotta keep it in your stash, and you can just swap it back in and forth. Like if you get a bounty rune, that's like 250 to 500 gold, depending on the time of the game.
Well, they've been forced out of defending that mid tower now for quite a while and cutting these creep waves. Now finally they're gonna bring back Monster. They don't want to lose all of their outer towers from this Aegis.
Are you sure? I mean, it seems like they just like passing on free gold, so they could just give it over to EG. No problem, right?
Well, we'll see. I think they can hold this one. I'd be pretty disappointed, but again, you know, as you said, they really don't want to take this Aegis fight.
What's the Aegis timer? What do we got?
40, I think. 30 seconds.
Okay. Yeah, so TC's just gonna man up. They've got this medallion, not the Solar Crest yet for Fly. I think it's insanely good on. Yeah, it's also really important for a carry for you to be a good Solar Crest hero. To get Solar Crest, I think Void and Life Stealer are probably like the best two for that. Just because they have like passive procs on their attacks.
Yep.
Solar Crest also busted, cheap item right now.
Yeah, it's also a requirement for your support. Make sure you just at least buy the damn thing.
Unfortunately, 5 positions this patch, we have been delegated the Solar Crest rush.
True.
Sometimes the offlaner will get it depending on their hero, but unfortunately, it's you know, it used to be Glimmer Cape. I used to have the choice, right? Maybe I want to go to Glimmer Cape, maybe I'll go Force Staff, maybe I'll get my Ag Shard. But nah, this patch you got to get the Solar Crest, all right?
Oh, this is kind of a good item. It's a bit of a feel-good item, but I mean, the Glimmer is nice for self-preservation, that's for sure.
Solar Crest and Sentry Wards, that's pretty much what you are as a position 5 this patch.
Well, the Sentries so far this game been pretty good. Vision for EG, a little bit limited on their own side map, of course, since they've been spending the vast majority over on the Dire. And right now, Sad Boys are smoking through some wards. They have a little bit of time left. There comes Abed. Link's right in the middle of them. Can he get out of this one? Has a waning rift. No orb available. Stun, no! Oh, the jaunt! Just in time.
Now they're caught in no man's land.
What do we do, guys? All right. Turtle, find out how we're going to fight this. They said in here, he got that big ulti trying to tank up some of the damage, and the Chrono way to the back. Like, what a play from Arteezy. That actually worked out incredibly well.
With a little buff.
It was pretty glorious, I have to say. Nice Chrono.
What a disaster it seems like for Dire.
At this point, it's just a mob and bucket. Damn, that was a sick Chrono. Did he have wards that I'm missing here?
Yeah, he had
oh yeah, he placed it down. I see it. When Crit went in, he placed down that ward. Very nice. All right, so we can just give the credit to Crit then.
Yeah, it was Crit's Chrono. He has RPZ shared control.
Yeah. Sick chrono crit. Well done. Oh, man. Keeping things together for so long on the side of Sad Boys, only for that to happen.
Yeah, that botched puck initiation just kind of let them know exactly where they were. And EG, you know, very willing to take team fights with their lineup. They've got some big spells they're willing to throw out.
Yeah, and they did not hold back at all. They dumped them completely on top of Sad Boys.
Just click R.
That's Dota, baby. Click R and buy dust. I think those are the two key things. You know, you can get very far in Dota just knowing those two things, I feel.
Fly is so farmed on the Warlock too. He's got the Ag Shard now, and he's almost got the Solar Crest.
Wow. I hope no one noticed that he skipped on that Solar Crest.
Yeah, that Ag Shard seems a little selfish. I agree. Well, it is a buff you put on your allies.
That's true. Well, we might have to send it to the Overwatch court, maybe.
That would be good.
See what Judge Cox has to say about it.
Guilty.
Guilty, yeah. Easy griefing. Right. Oh man, he was within range of the geomagnetic grip, but he is a BKB, so they can't fully commit onto him. Of course, if you just keep bashing him, you won't be that lucky today. Like BKB next as well for Fear. So they lost the big fight. They lost the tier 3. Where do we go from here?
Well, as much as we would all love EG to march up the high ground and take another successful team fight, they're probably just going to control the map and wait for that second Roshan. Their Void and Aegis, get him that Ag Shard and put the Solar Crest on him and let him siege.
Is that what you would call optimal Dota?
You know, I am a very cut and dry kind of a player. You know, I don't like to take big risks. I like to play by the book. You know, I like to get my wins legit.
Oh, wow. Well said. Oh, rolling not quite far enough against the silence there, so that's going to allow the BKB to come out from RT to clean up Z-Freak. Roll through from Monster, gets the stun on the Abed, trying to keep this fight attainable for Sad Boys. There's the buyback from Z-Freak, wants to rejoin this one, and he sees the tier 3. Everybody hit by those fatal bonds, so the damage spread out pretty well for Sad Boys, but now it's crit next to fall. They've already got Ice, but RT finally puts down the Chrono. Batch away inside, they've got everybody, they're going to stack the Dream Claw on top of the Chrono. You just can't get out of it. It's stacking circles of death. Oh, Monster, even your own base isn't safe. Abed hops in the damage reduction from Monster, help him out here though. Not sure the spell's on Abed, comes back out, he's got a regen rune. Oh, okay, perfect. Sad toggles, nice toggles. Fear's keeping it up, but Abed just gonna clean up near the base, and the bash from Fear, and TG will find himself an ultra kill as Abed selfishly kills Monster for himself.
They're all over the place that fight. I feel like they went on 3 different targets and they all just like barely lived. Even there at the end, you know, trying to stun the puck, just phase shifted it. Void had Maldic. I mean, maybe you could have done something there. I don't know.
Dire's top tower.
It almost felt like they were being like, they tried to create like this chaos factor with Monster jumping to the back lines, and then eventually the fight just got herded into a little bubble, and then that bubble became a Chronosphere.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Dire's top barracks.
At that point, things are just a little bit depressing as they will clean up the top set of racks. Abed already tinkering away on the mid set, and they can just watch it all burn down here. But it looks like they're calling it off. They're gonna let Abed keep hitting, but with a disarm, not gonna commit too heavily. No real point there for EG.
Yeah, so we're looking at what would you call it, like do you remember the shellacking tier list?
Oh yes,
with like 4 tiers with like mega shellacking.
I believe there was a dumpster at one point. I don't know if we're in dumpster level because we've had some pretty big shellacks. You know, game 1 of the day was pretty rough. It was rougher than this.
We've had worse shellackings, that's for sure. I've been the witness of many shellackings this DPC season, and top one is the Gaben tier shellacking, but I'd say this is like a rank 3 shellacking. But it did make it the second Roshan. I think the ultimate shame in Dota is to lose on first Aegis.
True, you have to at least get here. This is the game-winning one. They're gonna catch crit first. Looks like Evo's trying to pop some smokes there. A little bit of vision on the high ground helps though. It's crit. We'll get the roll through, and he's largely surviving. He has a lot of Maldic damage though, but with the BKB, should be all right. Your blow comes out, popping right back into the fight, and now the disarm, the stun by RTG. He doesn't get to hit anybody, but that's all right. They're dying anyway. They catch Z-Freak too. Respawn from Fear, as Maria also still living the Novus though. But Abed's godlike, and Arteezy is just running at Roya. He jumps right back to Crit, who still has another pull here with no BKB. And get the silence here, but he's waiting for the Atos first. Now they stack the silence, and then we got the orb damage from Abed, but Arteezy steals the kill first. So it wasn't first Roshan.
The curtains. The second
said it
rush.
was second.
Siege was inevitable. Decent attempt here by Sad Boy. I think they made a couple mistakes, mostly not playing around their winning lanes. I think was their biggest flaw. Led to Fear, you know, who was having a great game in this top lane. Ice was really struggling, and then they just kind of left him on an island. EG.
Regeneration.
5
Dire
seconds
team
remaining.
ban. Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Timber saw!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Warlock.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Bad rider!
Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Evil geniuses turn to ban. 10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Evil geniuses turn to ban.
Uh,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Oracle.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Lycan.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Storm Spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Evil geniuses turn to pick.
Tide Hunter.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero.
Prepare for battle.
I want to die.
Proper skacks.
You look ravaged. Let chaos reign. Oh.
30 seconds to battle. The battle begins.
Э, 60% всего времени Муна к магии. Крит, кстати, отдает ФБ. Как и на предыдущей карте наглеет. Жмет Фейрик.
First blood!
First blood. I am the alpha. I want to die. Life just got interesting.
Ih, enfrentando ali um Timber, amigo. Olha o Tide, onde é que vai? Já vai embora. O Join, suporte 4 do Z-Freak. E o Batrider é suporte na mão do Mo.
É, que interessante, hein? Boa adaptação da Evil de...
Denied.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Get a bit caught up there?
Nobody takes me seriously.